guess this session is going to be all about trying to spot the next innovation that can come out of the Philippines. My talk is about trying to put some science into ideation and trying to break down the steps and the types of ideation processes that we can probably go through to maybe come up with the next Grab, Gojek with Manila or Philippine flavor. So, can I use this? Nope. Let's start with a story. About 17 years ago, thereabouts, I saw an ad for a wireless access point in a computer magazine. And immediately, I put two and two together and said, I could put this in a coffee shop and create an internet cafe with a bring your own device business model. And this is the thing that I had in mind. And with that idea, I created a company, or we founded a company called Airborne Access in 2002. For the Gen Zers in the room, this is a Wi-Fi hotspot network that we had around the Philippines. And you could actually go to the Starbucks or Seattle's Best or Coffee Bean, buy a scratch card to use internet in the cafe. So that is a story of ideation, a very quick one, but I'll get back to that. Next slide, please. Okay, so ideation starts with three basic elements. You have your problem, you have information at hand to create the solution to the problem. And that's the path that everybody normally takes. There are three basic types of ideation processes that I've sort of identified. And the first one is called the obvious idea. And it's very simple. You encounter a problem while you're walking around, you have information on hand to build the solution to that problem. A more complex and sophisticated ideation process requires much more research. This is the research idea. So maybe you have the first level of information on hand, but you don't have enough to actually create a real solution. So you have to go through your research, go through the internet, open books, and tap experts. And then you have what you call the creative idea. So you take what you would normally call the research idea and bring unique insight that you already have, that you possess, to remove maybe a step or two in the information stage and go straight to closer to the solution. Okay, so the route between the problem and the solution is called the concept. And that is the concept that you have. This is something that you can monetize, is very valuable, because this is pretty much your idea model. Let's look at some practical applications. The power drill, who owns a power drill here? Okay. Did you know that in the entire life, the average life of a power drill, you'll only use it about 6 to 20 minutes? And that's a reality. So, wouldn't it be great if you could actually share this asset with other people that needed a power drill and monetize that sharing? Okay, let's take the power drill, apply it into the ideation model. You have a problem, which is a very, an idle asset. Next slide, please. And then you pass it through the concept that you created, which in this case, which we'll discover later. Next slide, please. And you create a a drill share app, where it's a marketplace for an asset that's idle but can be shared in a bigger market. Next slide, please. Okay. So this is what you'd call an asset sharing platform. Next slide. Next slide. What if you can replace the drill with a car? Next slide. You come up with a ride-sharing application. Next slide. Replace the car with a house. Pass it through the same model, you create an Airbnb. Next slide. So take your concept. You have the concept that we've identified as your solution to the path to the solution. Is there a way to, is it possible to have the concept come before the problem? Let's see. Can we please change the slide? So you bring the concept before the solution is trying to discover a problem. Next slide, please. And that is exactly what we did with Airborne Access when we discovered it. Because there was no market for laptop users that wanted to use it in a mobile setting. Back in 2002, when people bought laptops, they kept it in their offices and in their homes, and rarely used it outside. Next slide, please. So what we did was we created the public hotspot as the idea, created a company, Airborne Access as a solution, and then applied it to the problem. The mobile worker was created, the mobile worker market. Next slide, please. Next slide. So I'd like to close with this. It's very possible to create a concept and be early instead of the standard entrepreneurial model of problem, idea, solution. You may have the idea and the solution looking for a market. It's very risky, but it's how you build the future. So thank you very much.